I know, that title sounds like a rip-off kids' TV show or a new overpriced Sims pack, but in reality, it's a message, a statement, a command, if you will. Or if you believe in it, it's a sign for you to get creative. This video isn't supposed to be a learn to crochet and your problems will be solved, but if it comes off that way, just know that's not my intention. However, if the idea of taking up knitting is quite appealing, then go ahead and do it. I shouldn't be the person to stop you. The idea of getting creative is really misconstrued. You don't need to go out and paint the Mona Lisa or the Last Supper because that would be insane. Props to you if you do though. I know it's hard to even be creative in the year of 2024. In the words of Mark Twain, the author of Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer, there is no such thing as an original idea, and all ideas are just, quote, the same old pieces of colored glass that have been in use throughout all the ages, and he was alive in the 1800s. Imagine how little original ideas we have now. Imagine how fucked we are. I mean, what's the point in even being creative at that point? If not for someone else, then do it for yourself. What I mean is that being creative isn't fine art or writing a fantasy novel. It's figuring out a solution to a problem or reorganising a room. In Make Your Bed by William McRaven, an ex-Navy SEAL, he talks about starting your day off, excuse the pun, on the right side of the bed, by making your bed. And while this became a habit for him when he was in the Navy, I'm sure that it can help out ordinary people, even if they aren't doing whatever the Navy does. He says this is the first step to making your life more productive. The point I'm trying to get at is that it's the small things that can lead to bigger things. Bigger things like being more imaginative and seeing life just a little bit differently, not writing the Loud House revamped or Beethoven's symphonies. According to Bloom's taxonomy, creativity is regarded above all other forms of thought. It's about creating knowledge that hadn't existed before you'd thought it up moments before. Other studies say that being creative improves your performance at school, work, and improves your mood as well, so what is there to lose? This video is me getting creative. The scripting, the editing, the thumbnail, the title, the concept, and subsequent brainstorming are all an excuse to get creative. All for an excuse to test out my new microphone. But you don't need to create a YouTube channel to be creative, although I do recommend it. The algorithm may not favour you, but that one subscriber that's either a bot or your mum definitely will. If endless doom scrolling makes you feel as shitty as it does to me, then get creative. Do something with those feelings before your dopamine receptors have been weathered down to nothing, and your attention span is less than a goldfish, which it probably already is. TikTok especially has us addicted to short bursts of dopamine, which means we're constantly trying to chase the feeling of fulfillment that you might get from an especially good video. But in the end, we're not happy. And you know what you should do? Take those feelings and get creative. In late March of this year, I was having a bit of a rough time. I just had a birthday, and a few days before that, I'd stayed up for about 30 hours to walk 25 miles, so I was physically exhausted and mentally tired in a way that comes when you realise it's been another year since your last birthday and you're still the same person as before. Your fairy godmother hasn't whisked you away, nor had a deeply traumatising event occurred that forever rocked my perception of the world. I'd just turned 17, and I would turn 18 next year and 19 the year after that. I just felt trapped. So what did I do? I got creative. I opened up Premiere Pro, selected the most depressing song I knew and started chopping away at clips from 4-year-old videos that I had been rewatching repeatedly, trying to make myself feel a bit better, like how I felt as a 13-year-old watching them for the first time. I put on a shitty yellow filter over the top and matched the clips to the beat of the song, and when I was done, I felt like a weight had been ever so slightly lifted. I hadn't been quite sure of what to do with the video now. It felt weirdly personal, like I'd put my thoughts and feelings into it, which I guess I had. In the end, I decided to post it on TikTok. I mean, what's the harm, right? If it does badly, I'll take it down. But if one person finds a weird comfort in the feelings I'd infused into the video, then maybe I might keep it up. But it didn't matter if it got 10 likes or 100 or 1,000. I liked the video and it helped me. So I posted it. It got 150,000 likes and 700,000 views. What the fuck? I guess people really do like it when you get creative, huh? While most of this video feels like a shameless self-promo for my TikTok, which you should follow by the way, the point I'm trying to reiterate, which if you've been listening you'll be tired of hearing by now, but get creative. Start a podcast and speak to the masses or speak to the void. That part isn't really up to you, but the speaking is. The writing of the story, the recording of the video, the knitting of that blanket that we passed down through your family, the makeup being applied, the outfit being chosen, that ingredient being added to your recipe, your room being cleaned, the bed being made. It's up to you to fix the problem of wasting away your teenage and adult years.